guys. Let me know if you guys have any questions. So again, it's your boy Cobe Rising.
It's coming for you, it's coming for you, it's coming for you, it's coming for you.
Oh Lord, do not forget the gorillas. Everyone know we the realest, a bunch of go-getters. I bet you can tell I'm the illest. You don't need your fingers to feel it. You know I can straight spit, knock you out with a late hit. Feel like I'm the one like I'm Neil, but this is the real life, not the Matrix. I'm about to go ape shit, huh? Ain't no gotta roll out. I know gotta roll out, yeah. I know gotta roll out, yeah. I roll on to you.
Come on, let's go. You know we rocking out. Oh. Hey man, this is your Cobe Rising. You know how we rocking out. Come on. What up, Ernest? Get right, man. Hold on. We about to get right, man. It's your boy Cobe Rising Rise. You dig what I'm saying? We back at it again with a banger. We coming with a banger. Matter of fact, before we get off, let me go ahead and do this real quick. My bad. You dig what I'm saying? I appreciate you, Ernest. It's your boy Cobe Rising Rise. You dig what I'm saying? We back at it again with a banger. So I'll replay it back real quick, y'all. So that's my apologies for the technical difficulties. Shout out to Queen City Organics. We do have the Raspberry Rafa coming. We got the 3 or 4 cases coming in. So if you guys are looking for your CMOS, go ahead and tap in with your boy. Hit me on IG at the bottom right there at the tag, King Alajuwan 21. Facebook is Rise and Rise Academy. YouTube is Rise and Rise Academy. You can hit me in the comment section as well. Get your CMOS right now. If you guys are looking for optimal health, nutrition, this is what I take as well. If you're looking for your 92 minerals, it's a fitness CMOS for my guys and ladies who are into fitness. If you're looking for a CMOS that's going to suit you, something that's going to aid you into getting to your goals, it's not a quick fix, but it's an addition to what you're already doing. So the context is if you're already doing the healthy things, if you're already working out, if you've already changed your diet to a mostly plant-based diet and you're looking to boost it, you're going to amplify your energy, your intake, your detoxing. All in one right now is the Raspberry Rafa CMOS. Go get that thing. You dig what I'm saying? What's going on, Auntie? How's everything living? How you living? Hey, man, I appreciate you, Ernest, man. You tapped in, bro. I'm going to go ahead and send you a message. I'm going to send you a message tomorrow. I'm going to have you tap in. I'm going to actually have you help me with something on the for the guys. We have a 30-day challenge coming up again. So I want you guys to be a part of that. post. So again, look out for that content coming up this week. This week is going to be a huge one. It's going to be a huge one. We actually have 2 challenges coming up. So if you guys are interested, put the flex emoji down there in the comment section. If you're interested, I have a girls challenge and I have a guys challenge coming up. And if you're interested in joining the Rise and Rise Academy challenge for the ladies, put a flex emoji. For the guys, put a flex emoji. I'll send you a DM. I'll give you the details as well. This year, we are going hard. You dig what I'm saying? We're not letting up off the gas. We're not letting up off the gas. And for y'all that know, I'm being accountable for my food intake. So as you can see, your boy's on the chickpeas. Your boy's on the chickpeas. 500 calories, 32 grams of protein. What's up? We eating good too. Stay drinking the water too. Stay healthy. Now, as you guys can see the topic is candy versus meat. Which is healthier? All right. I'm going to give you guys some context on what I'm talking about, right? So, in recent news, I feel like I'm a newscaster now. In recent news, if you guys don't know anything, Bill Gates, one of the richest men in the world at one point, at one point, he was the richest man in the world. He's still one of the richest men in the world to this day. He had backed up an article on having M&Ms over burgers, saying that peanut M&Ms are healthier than beef and pork. Bill Gates funded claims. It's a little bit interesting, a little curious as well. I don't know why. I don't know how this has come to pass. I have no idea. But I'll tell you what. What I'm going to do is break this down from a different perspective. All right. Now, we all know good and well, you are not going to have a plate of M&Ms, a plate of potato chips, and going to consider that as being healthier than a steak. You're not going to convince me of that. I'm not going to believe it. You shouldn't believe it. And the fact that this is even a topic, meaning if the fact that this is even getting pushed out to the media, is a little bit concerning. Let me just show this one more time. Peanut M&Ms are healthier than beef and pork. Bill Gates funded study claims. You see it. It's a real thing. It's not fake. This is actually something serious. So I'm going to give you guys a quick video on these claims and what exactly are they referring to? Sweets and junk food that are healthier than meats. I'm going to add some context right now to it. Let me know if you guys can hear the video. I'm actually going to play a video real quick. But before I do, let me get to these comments. Yes, I'm going to go ahead and message you, Auntie. I'm going to have to disagree with the fact that candy's healthy. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, don't worry, bro. I'm going to break this down. And thank you for sending me that, by the way. I got you. Because eating meat, especially chicken, is much healthier. Thank you. But again, I want to show you guys the topic and the context of what I was referring to. All right. Let me know if you guys can hear it. All right, I'm going to play the video.
Agriculture groups are weighing in on a controversial study about food funded in part by Bill Gates. The research from Tufts University shows sugary cereals, potato chips, and M&Ms are allegedly healthier than meats like pork chops, beef, and sausage. Well, researchers looked at more than 8,000 foods and beverages to create a food compass. They rated each item on 9 nutritional values and scored each on a scale of 0 to 100. It caught the eye of the National Cattlemen's Beef Association. The group issued a statement reading in part the idea that M&Ms, potato chips, and cereals are somehow healthier.
You guys can see it. You guys can see it. Matter of fact, I'm going to blow up a little bit bigger, just in case if you can't see it, because I really want you to see it. The idea that M&Ms, potato chips, and cereal are somehow healthier than natural beef ignores scientific evidence and frankly doesn't measure up to logic, which is facts. These snack foods are high in sugar, carbohydrates, and fats, while beef is a nutrient-rich food that provides essential protein, iron, zinc, and numerous B vitamins, according to CEO Colin Woodall. Now, Why would Bill Gates even put this thing out there as if we're not gonna know that this is just incorrect from a factual logical level? I did some further research. He got this study from a doctor named Darius Mozaffarin. And I could be saying it completely wrong, but long story short, he's a cardiologist and he is the dean at Tufts University Friedman School of Nutrition Science and Policy. He got this scale from him. And according to the scale, he used a food compass for foods and beverages with scores that should be consumed accordingly, with 0 to 30 being limited consumption, 31 to 69 to consume in moderation, 70 to 100 highly encouraged, no limitations at all. Okay. And so he's referring to some lean meats falling into the same category as Cocoa Puffs, cereals, potato chips, and M&M candies to consume in moderation category, which is between 31 and 69 score. All right. So that is the context behind what this person is talking about. Now, as you can see, clearly I don't believe in it. I'm from a mostly plant-based source. I'm not going to believe in this mess because I'm not going to push that. And let's be clear. This is more of an agenda-driven thing, okay? They're pushing an agenda, long story short. All right. The fact that the source is coming from a university that's funded by Bill Gates, it's not a coincidence, okay? It's just not. It's not a coincidence at all. But and that's just the details of what it's referring to. But anyway, I'm going to give you the scores. But before I give you the scores, I'm going to tell you where the scores are coming from and how they even got the scores in the first place. All right? Check this out. Here's the scale. They use nutrient ratios, which is unsaturated fat, saturated fat, fiber, carbohydrates, potassium, sodium, vitamins, minerals, food ingredients, additives, processing, specific lipids, fiber and protein, and phytochemicals. This is what they're using to scale what is healthy and what's not. I'm gonna be honest with you. This is part of the reason why I had to talk about this, because when you see a topic like that, most people are going to raise an eyebrow to it. Most people are going to raise an eyebrow to it. I completely disagree with the fact that you can consider candy into the same category as meat. I can't believe it. And I won't believe it. But I'm going to give you guys, I just want to see what you guys think. I disagree. People should now that eating junk food is completely unhealthy, let alone processed food. Exactly. And the main reason some people think that eating candy is healthy is to eat foods that are processed. It's an agenda push. Why is it being pushed? Really simple. They want to cheat people from the real work to change. So it's multitudes of reasons. But the numbers as follows. Number 64 on the list was Cocoa Puffs. Number 61 on the list was grilled chicken breast, sauceless and skinless. The next thing on the list was potato chips, sour cream and onion flavored at 56 rating. The next one was corn chips, plain Fritos at 55. Notice here that the numbers are getting, the next lowest one is rotisserie chicken breast. These are supposedly on the same scale as Mulferin's scale of health. The real question here is, well, what does actually healthy mean? What does the word healthy actually mean if this is what they're pushing as considered healthy, or you can consume in moderation and what they're pushing? He's the dean. Again, I'm going to remind you guys, he's the dean of Tufts University, which is funded by Bill Gates. It's funded. You guys are realizing also, you can look this up. He is set to advise an upcoming White House conference on hunger and nutrition And the study claiming that candy cereals are healthy to eat than dietary staples like beef and chicken and eggs. He's pushing this in a conference to the White House. Let that sink in for a little bit. He's pushing this out to the White House for Hunger and Food Administration. Now, I may not be the smartest in the bunch, but I'm going to tell you like this. I come from a plant-based source. I'm not going to agree with any of it at all. I'm not going to agree with any of it because there's two different sides to it. They're looking at phytochemicals as healthy. This is what they're pushing to the masses. And what most people are going to do is they're going to be okay with this. They're going to be okay with this because they're not going to do the research. Your boy Cobe is going to do the research. All right. For optimal health, now I'm going to go inside and I'm going to give you my take. Optimal health, you need whole foods. You need whole foods. Fixing your plate with a whole food diet is going to be your best bet. Think about it like this. You have a car. Basic health functions of a car. If y'all don't know anything about cars, I'm going to break it down to you. The basic needs of a car to keep it running is the engine, the battery, the alternator, the brakes, the radiator, and there's one more. And the transmission. Oh, excuse me. There's two more. The transmission, the shocks, and the catalytic converter. Those are the basic needs. Now, there's nothing fake about this because, again, to keep this running, you need to put the car parts for the car in order for it to run properly. You can't put a Ford truck part in a Chevrolet or a Mercedes Benz. Those two parts don't work. You're going to have issues. This is basic functions just for a car. So as a basic human function, what do we need? We need oxygen. We need iron. We need the minerals that's going to fuel our organs for us to run at an optimal rate. What does that mean? It means this. It means that we need things that are natural to our bodies that's going to give us these minerals. And I'm gonna give you the perfect example. I said we need iron. That does not mean go find you a steel iron rod and eat that. That's not what I'm talking about. When it speaks about these minerals, it's talking about from a plant-based source. Plant-based source. And I'm glad you mentioned that, Ernest, not to mention protein in our system. What do you think the protein is? The protein comes from the plants. Cows get their protein from the plants. We get our protein from the plants as well. I got a whole container full of protein right here, and it's plants. And it's delicious, by the way. Delicious. It's delicious, scrumptious. I say all that to say this. If these are the basic functionalities of a car, you need to go and buy your manufacturer's car parts in order for your car to run properly. That's how it works. You should not be putting foreign entities in your body and expect things to run efficiently. You won't. You're going to have faulty issues. If you buy an off-market brand in your car, it's not recommended because why? It may cause problems later. It's going to cause problems later. Why? Because it's a foreign entity. It's not designed to run that way. It's designed to run with specific parts for a reason. Perfect example. The engine is like oxygen to our bodies. We need oxygen to live. You need an engine to run your car. All right. The engine ignites the air, the fuel that moves the pistons, which moves the car, etc. We need iron. We need oxygen in order for us to breathe the oxygen and breathe out carbon dioxide so the plants can get it to give us back oxygen. Why? Because we're in an ecosystem. This is basic information. Basic information. We need our heart organ. This is our battery. This is what keeps us going. We need a heart. Why? What generates great heart health? Magnesium. That doesn't mean go find you some magnesium in your in your car. Nah, because your car and the human body is not the same thing. You need plant-based magnesium. Heart healthy foods, walnuts, omega-3 fatty acids, just different things like that. And I want you guys to understand the analogies and the logic behind what I'm speaking about. We also need the alternator for the car. This generates the electricity that keeps the battery charged, converting the mechanical energy into the electrical energy while the car is running. And this keeps the components working correctly. This is what the alternator does. I can explain to you what that does. We need blood. We need the blood that flows through the body. What helps that? Iron. When someone says they're tired, they probably have low iron. If you go to the doctor, they say your iron's low, you're probably tired, you're probably cold, these things like that. So you need the iron to help move your body so you can have that energy. That doesn't mean go pick you up an iron sword and go eat that. That's not going to be the same thing. That's an iron material, man-made. No, the plant-based iron is what it's referring to. Because why? That's designed for our bodies. It's designed for our bodies. We need brakes. Why? We need to slow down the car. You need the brakes to slow down. We need our senses. We need to smell. We need to taste. We have touch. We have senses. We have feelings. We have nerves and all these different things. We have a central nervous system. We need to hear and we need to see. Your gut health generates great vision. Okay? You need to eat foods for your organs and for your senses. All right. You can take herbs for your central nervous system. You can also take rhodiola. This is something that's a natural stimulant to the body to relax your central nervous system and get it prepped and ready for whatever the case may be. Here's an example of rhodiola. The Vikings used to take it before they go into war. Why? Because they were able to be more calm and more ready in the heat of battle. They tend to win a lot more battles. Why? This is something that they did different than anybody else. They took it from a plant-based perspective. We need the radiator. This cools the system down so we don't overheat. What do we need? We need water. We need H2O, oxygen. We already have water in us. So now we need to drink water to keep us hydrated. Come on now. Oh, yeah, we get into that. Probiotics. We get into that exactly. This is where the organs come into play. Waist and bowel movements. Ernest, you said it best. Fiber and probiotics for your good health helps your bowel movements. We need to release our waste because this is how we get rid of all the waste products from what we eat. And then we need to get rid of the waste because that's how the body works. Think about it from a car perspective. The catalytic converter generates the fumes and the gases, and these are called emissions. Removing the emissions efficiently, which is AKA waste. And there's things that the car needs to run efficiently to remove the waste. Same thing with the human body. Say the best. Read it. Fiber and probiotics for your gut health. You know what has fiber in it? Vegetables. Come holler at me. Oh, guess what? A lot of these things are very familiar. You know where I heard them from? The Rise and Rise Academy Food Pyramid. Fruits and herbs, whole foods, and snacks. What is the biggest portion on your plate? Alkaline veggies and the alkaline grains. Take a screenshot of this. Save it to your phone. Make it your background in your picture. And keep this at the forefront of everything that you eat. We're breaking it down today. We also need our bones and joints to be healthy so we can move this body. The same way the car needs the shocks. Why? Because it absorbs the stabilization of the car while it drives. So you have a smooth ride. My mom used to drive a Lexus, and we used to talk about how smooth that car ride was. It has amazing shock absorbers. Your bones and joints need to absorb everything so that way it runs efficiently and it moves fluently. Well, else with that? Calcium. Plant-based calcium. We all know what I'm about to say. Well, milk has calcium in it, but it also creates osteoporosis because it's a false entity in the body. So it needs to pull calcium in order for it to fight off the foreign entity. Brittle bones. The more people that drink milk have more hip issues because why? It's made brittle bones. Plant-based source. You know what has calcium in it? Sea moss. Sea moss. Where can you get sea moss from? From your boy Cobe. From your boy Cobe. You can hit me on Rise and Rise Academy. You can hit me on King Elijah 121 for your sea moss. Why? Because it's high in 92 minerals, including calcium for your bones and joints. Fitness sea moss so you can keep going. So when you're hitting those squats, your joints and your ligaments can be able to hold that weight. Why? So you can go hard. You can keep going. It's a fitness sea moss. You want to be fit. You want to be strong from a plant-based source. We create the perfect body. Come on now. Come on now. You should know it, bro. We plugged in. We're plugged in because I want you guys to get it. I'd rather this be the commercial than someone like Bill Gates here pushing something that's so-called healthy. Oh, let me show you again. I'd rather have my commercial than this commercial showing up on your TV screen. Peanut M&Ms are healthier than beef and pork. Which commercial would you rather have? My commercial or this commercial? My commercial or this commercial? I'm taking me all day. I bet money on me all day long. I'm not telling you anything that's just some messed up thing here. Like that was clearly a power move from Bill Gates. Now, Bill Gates could have been smart and came from a holistic approach. He could have came from a holistic approach with all the research that he's done. And he could have probably made value. But instead, he'd rather push the propaganda. He's got the money to do it, and he's got the marketing to do it, and he can push it to you guys. It may sound crazy, but he's going to do it anyway. And I think he came at it from a wrong angle. And I think it's going to backfire at the end of the day. I think the people that don't do the proper research are going to be the one that fail at it. And I think these are going to be the people that suffer for it. And you're going to have a lot more people that goes and buys candy over these meats. But that's also how you know the current economy's health knowledge, because they'll listen to something like that versus this. Because based on what I share with you, speak the truth here. You're right. Because you know I'm going to speak the real. You know I'm going to give it to you raw. I'm going to give it to you real. I'm going to give you the facts behind it. You need functions for your brain. The car transmission, the transmission is the gearbox that takes the engine power and transfers to the wheels. This is the brain because it has to think about it, has to do it. This shifts your gears. This is the functionalities. Your brain, in order for you to think, that way you can do, you can think at a high level. You can fire off your neurons. You can lower your chances of Alzheimer's by how? Getting brain food. This is from a plant-based source. Eat a lot of walnuts. You have cashews. You have herbs. You have ortiga. You have the tia. You have the nopal. These are herbs that's going to help fuel and spark your brain. What fuels and spark your brain? Think about your brain as electricity. What do you need for electricity? Carbon and copper. I'm not telling you go eat you a little copper band. That's not what I'm saying. Plant-based copper. Plant-based carbon. You can get that from your herbs. Ortiga. 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 Nopal and tila. 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 These help your brain function. Brain functionality. Damiana. Damiana. It's another herb. Daily habits that you can take. You probably gonna watch this video and you probably need to play it back about 5 times to really get what I'm saying. I broke it down to you guys because why? Your car, these are basic functions for a car just to run. These are basic functions for our bodies to run. Let's take it a step further. You want to enhance your body. You want to be a little bit of a beast. You want to go above the average. Well, you know, for cars, you need that turbo. You need that exhaust. You need to bump up the bumpers. You need to bump up the frames. Well, this is why you work out. You want to have an above average body, you go and be having a fit body by being athletic, and you do athletic workouts, but you take the herbs and you eat the foods like alkaline grains and foods. Why? For extra energy to fire off these neurons for your body. So that way you can have way more energy than the average person. You can fire off fast brain neurons than the average person. You can think better because if you eat better, then you think better because the food that you eat helps the process of your help the process of your brain to think. So if you eat different foods, you'll more than likely think differently as well. So if you're going to eat the foods that's going to be more brain healthy for you, you'll have better thoughts in order for you to make better decisions in life. You see how I'm circulating everything. You are what you eat. So if you want to be better, you want to be advanced, you eat advanced food. What's advanced food? Things that's going to be for your body enhanced. You work out to have an enhancement. You eat the plant-based foods for enhancement. You take away the inflammation from a plant-based source. Eat foods like habanero peppers and quinoa together. That increases your androgen receptor levels. And what does that do? That helps generate the natural steroid in our body to do what? Build muscle. If you didn't know it, now you know it. Clip it, write it down, post it. Post it. And Show One said that these foods ain't the same. Exactly. This is why you have to go from a plant-based source and get the alkaline grains and alkaline veggies, because those are the ones that we don't really talk about the most, but we should. And these are the ones that you want to do. These are the ones you want to eat. And the source is coming from organic source, but you also want to make sure it's coming from, if you can, try to go from a farmer's market. If you can't, you can go to Publix, you can go to Harris Teeter and get some of the farmer produced veggies. All right. The grains are going to be pretty simple. You can go get your amaranth, you can go get your fonio, you can go get your quinoa, and you can get your wild and black rice. Most people won't eat those, but I'm telling you to eat those because those are what? More alkaline, and they're grains. These are going to fill you up. These are going to fill you up. These are the sources that are going to be for your body. The foods that are going to be for your body. Get your right sources. Look up the sources of everything that you eat. Now, I went over a little bit of time, but I wanted to give you guys a breakdown because I did not want you guys to see that type of post with any background information given. All right. You're probably going to watch this again about 3-4 times, which is fine. All right. Let me know if y'all have any questions. Put them in the comment section. I have about 5 more minutes. I'll answer any one of you guys' questions. And in the meantime, I'm going to give you guys an update. So the fitness update is I'm eating a lot more. And the only reason why I'm eating a lot more is because my purpose is to be on a gain. So I'm on my gains, which is why I'm eating more, but I'm eating more of plant-based foods. If I was not on a weight gain, I would not be eating that much because you don't need to eat that much. Naturally, you'll start to lose weight on a plant-based diet. Why? Because you're going to naturally have more fiber in your foods. Most people who have done the plant-based diet the correct way, they did lose weight. You'll have lower calories because of the type of foods that you eat. And you'll have cleaner calories because you have more fiber, more probiotics, and nutrients in the food. So you'll have more energy naturally. I'm going to give you guys some homework. Look up the nations or the parts of the world that live the longest and look at what they eat. Showtime spoke about the people of Aventus. I can't remember the exact name of the type of people, but these people live in California, a certain part of California to be exact. But their diet is mostly vegetables, and there's a higher percentage of people in that community that live above the average life expectancy because they eat plants. They eat plants mostly. It's because it's designed for our bodies. if you're going to eat a lot of food, you need to work out. That helps move the blood because now you need to replenish what your body lost so you can see the good gains. If you're going to gain weight, let it be a good gain. Don't let it be sloppy. Let it be a good gain. So don't be sloppy with your food choice. What cleans up the sloppy food choice is the type of foods that you want to eat, the quality of foods. And what is that? Alkaline veggies, alkaline grains. What are those? Well, I'll tell you what it is. This is what it is right here. These are your vegetables, your amaranth greens, avocado, bell pepper, cucumber, dandelion greens, garbanzo beans is what I'm eating now. The kale, mushroom, nopal, okra, olives, onions, sea vegetables, sea moss is included, squash, tomatoes, turnip greens, zucchini, watercress. You got your grains, quinoa, spelt, teff, wild rice, which is what I eat. You have the seeds, hemp seeds, sesame seeds, fruits. You have the apples. Excuse me. I'll add another nut to that, and that's Brazil nuts. Let me minimize this real quick because I just want to give you guys a quick. I want to show you guys a quick tip. Eating 3 Brazil nuts every day for the next 8 weeks, you will lower your cholesterol because of the antioxidants and the nutrients and probiotics that Brazil nuts have in them. I'm doing about 7 Brazil nuts a day now. These things lower your cholesterol. Lower your cholesterol. It's one of the biggest issues in America right now is cholesterol problems. You lower your cholesterol just by eating Brazil nuts. Why? Because it's a natural nut. It's a natural nut. It's the quality of foods that you eat. This is why you see bigger results, better results when you go more the plant-based route. Why? Because it's designed for our bodies. I don't think we have any more questions, so we're going to get about it. Oh, here we go. What he says. It's time to stop beating ourselves up over what we've been reaping in behalf and change what we're sowing today. Exactly. That's exactly right. I'm going to give you guys time. We're just going to, I'm going to go ahead and close the section out, but I want to say I appreciate everybody for joining in. This was a great topic. This was a great show. It was very informative. I actually enjoyed it myself. Powerful facts. Watch this video, share this video out, like the video, comment under the video, share it out. And it's on YouTube, so you guys can look on my YouTube channel, which is below Rise and Rise Academy. You can share it out. It's probably going to be one of the most popular videos that I've done. I think it was one of the most informative videos because I wanted to give you guys perspective. All right. First video of 2024. So I have to give myself a hand clap on that. I appreciate everybody for joining in. It is your boy Cobe, Rise and Rise. You dig what I'm saying? When we're faced with an obstacle, what we do, y'all? You know we rise and rise.
Hey.